For me, I think it's a really exciting time to be in this space right now because technology is expanding at this incredible rate and it's making all these opportunities available that were never available before. So I feel like we're back to that point where you can create things that no one ever created before. And especially you look at things like 3D printing. So people are 3D printing things like human organs or food. NASA has started 3D printing food for astronauts. So this is a 3D printer with like dough and pizza sauce and cheese as its cartridges rather than polymers. And cars, so Irby 3D printed the world's cheapest and most fuel-efficient car, and they're about to drive it across the country on under 10 gallons of fuel, which is pretty crazy. And of course, everything going on with mobile and the fact that things like 3D printing are making creating physical devices so much cheaper has led to the Internet of Things, which is this notion that, hey, why do we have to have the functionality in our computers and our tablets? Why don't we take it out of those and actually put it right into the devices where we care about? And so we're getting things like David Rose over at the Media Lab created an umbrella that tells the weather. And so you can imagine it in an umbrella stand by the door, and as it senses you walk past it, if it's going to rain, it'll blink so you know to take it with you. Or Velour created a bike that gives you directions and gives you all of your riding stats. Or Happy created a fork that monitors your eating habits to help you eat more healthy. And everything from self-driving cars to mind-controlled helicopters, even things that we thought of as very low-tech, like reading the news. Gannett just announced that they're working on virtual reality journalism, where you absorb the news not by reading it, but by actually like experiencing it and being a part of it. Right? Or other things that we might think of as low-tech, like gardening, because you need to de-stress. Because I don't know about you guys, but like I would find living the news being very stressful. So a team out of MIT, Grove, has created a produce appliance that will actually, you can put in your kitchen to grow fruits and vegetables. And so it's really cool looking at all of the startups. Like there's just this amazing number of startups that are out these days that are trying to take advantage of these technologies. And what's really interesting is just looking at all of these things that are coming up, but realizing only a very small percentage of those startups are actually going to make it into the future, and kind of understanding why some of them make it and some of them don't. So I gave a talk last month at an engineering conference, and I wanted to talk to them about this topic. And I thought they're engineers, they want rules. Like, I'm an engineer, I like rules, it's very nice and neat, right? So trying to come up with the rules of innovation. And as soon as I did that, I realized that's kind of silly. Like, the first rule of innovation is that there are no rules of innovation. Because if you're doing it right, then you're breaking more rules than you're following. And of course, Thomas Edison famously said that I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. And so, of course, the more innovative that you're being, you need to kind of expect that you're going to find more ways that don't work. But the good news is it's not a complete black hole. There's, when you look at the startups that have been successful, the innovators that have built these products that have been successful in markets, what you'll see is time and again the same patterns emerging of the things that they're doing.